This video is going to help you work through the stoichiometry problems in your packet. The way to use this video most effectively is to watch it with a piece of paper and a pencil in your hand. After I read the problem, pause the video and try to do the problem on your own. Then check and see if you got it right. If you get stuck, watch it again, rewind and rewatch as many times as you need to. Then try some problems from your packet afterwards and see if they make more sense. Okay, the first problem is one of our one-step mole-to-mole problems from the first page of your packet. We're going to use the equation 2 potassiums plus 1 chlorine yields 2 potassium chlorides. And the first question is, how many moles of chlorine do you need to make 6.77 moles of KCl? Pause the video and try this on your own. All right, from reading the question, I know that the species in the equation that I care about are KCl and chlorine. Potassium does not come into this. We don't even need it, so pretend it's not there. I have to start with the number I'm given in the problem, 6.77 moles of KCl. I want to end up with moles of chlorine, so I'm going to use the mole ratio. This number 2 here and the invisible number 1 in front of the Cl. Moles of KCl to cancel has to go on the bottom, and that's a 2 from this mole ratio up here. Now I put on the top what I want. Oops, I forgot my moles. 1 mole of Cl2, and I'm done. I calculate that, 6.77 times 1 divided by 2, and I get 3.39 moles of Cl2. Try another problem from your packet on your own. Next problem is a two-step mass mole problem. This is from page 2 on your packet. Same equation that we had before. Now we're being asked how many moles of potassium are needed to make 5 grams of potassium chloride. So in this problem, the chlorine is not needed. Pause the video, try and do it on your own. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is write the number that's given in the problem. 5 grams potassium chloride. I know that the first thing I have to do is cancel out grams of potassium chloride, and I know that my first step, if I'm not starting with moles, is always, when in doubt, go to moles. So I know that I want moles of KCl on the top. From chapter 10, you should remember that 1 mole of KCl is equal to the mass of potassium plus chlorine, which happens to be 74.6. So 74.6 grams of potassium chloride in 1 mole is the molar mass. Now I don't want potassium chloride anymore. I'm trying to get to potassium. So to cancel out moles of KCl, this is the step where I use the mole ratio. Moles over moles, this is where I can change species. I can go from potassium chloride to potassium. The coefficients in front of both of them happen to be 2. And now I can calculate it out. 5 times 1 divided by 74.6 times 2 divided by 2, and I get 0.067 moles of potassium. Stop the video, try one from your packet. Okay, the last type of problem, which is from page 3 in your packet. These are mass-to-mass problems. These are 3-step problems. They're the longest ones, but the process is the same. Okay, same equation. This question asks how many grams of KCl will be produced from 5 grams of chlorine. So in this problem, we don't need the potassium. Stop the video and try it on your own. And I'll keep going here. 5 grams of chlorine. Cancel out grams of chlorine, and when in doubt, go to moles. Should get me to be thinking that, oh yeah, the molar mass of chlorine. There's 2 Cl's, so 35.4 or 35.5 times 2 gives me 71 grams per mole. So that's canceled. I'll make sure I write Cl2 up there so I don't get myself confused. My next job is to cancel out moles of Cl2. So I'll put moles of Cl2 on the bottom. I don't want Cl2. I really want to get to KCl. So I'm going to use my mole ratio. When I have moles over moles, this allows me to change so that I don't have to have the same thing on the top and the bottom. Mole ratio is there's an invisible 1 in front of the Cl2, and there's a 2 in front of the KCl. So moles of chlorine are successfully gone. Now I have to cancel out moles of KCl. And I want to get, the question says, how many grams of KCl. So I need the molar mass of KCl. 1 potassium plus 1 chlorine. From our last problem we had is 74.6 grams of KCl. I do out all my math. 5 times 1 divided by 71 times 2 divided by 1 times 74.6 divided by 1, and I got 10.5 grams of KCl.